Hi everybody. So today I have a couple DIY projects that we're going to make today. But the first video we're going to do today is going to be a candle. If you guys remembered, I got this oil in from Misty Magic Supplies, and it's the Japanese quince type. Very excited. But then I had a friend of mine, she wanted me to make her a candle. She wanted an 8-ounce candle. So the things that we're going to use today is I'm going to use up the rest of this G415 100% soy wax. I have the other wax 464, but this wax here, I mean, they both do a good job of performing. It's just this wax here tends to frost, which means it turns white. So I just want to go ahead and use this up. They still do the same thing, perform well. So you're going to need your wax, which we're going to weigh out. You're going to need your jar, which I'm going to get another jar because I believe this is going to be about 12 or 13 ounces of wax. So this jar here is an 8-ounce jar, and it will hold up to 6 ounces. I have my wicks. I'm going to show you how I wick. I have my wick stickers, which are these here. I have my warning labels that we're going to put on our candles. And I have my water behind me heating up. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to take this container here and I'm going to cut it on. We're going to put this on first. And what I'm going to do is just but I have a little, you know what, yeah, I'm just going to pour it in there. So we're just going to pour the wax in there. And I want to get about 12 ounces. Okay, wait a minute. I'm trying to get 12 ounces. I think 12 ounces should be in here. We're going to see how much is in here. Oh, that's 12. So we're just going to put it all in here. See what we get. Alright, so that's about... Nope, there's still a little more in there. Alright. Oh, shoot. Making a mess, as always. Alright, so we got about 15 ounces, 15.25 ounces of soy wax. Because I just wanted to go ahead and use that on up. So we're going to cut this off now, and I'm going to put this in my double boiler so it can melt down. And I'm using the same instructions that I had the first time. We're going to heat our wax to 185. So I'm going to pause and I'll be right back. Alright, so now I'm back. The wax is on the stove in the double boiler method, and I am going to weigh out my wax. My oils. Now, for when you use soy wax, it can hold for 1 pound of wax. You can use up to 1 ounces of oils. So since we had, and 1 pound of wax is 16 ounces. So since we have like 15.25 ounces of wax, I'm going to go ahead and use that whole ounce of oil. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of extra fragrance oil in there. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to do the Japanese quince. I have no clue how to pronounce that. So we're just going to pour until we get about an ounce. 1.10. All right, you know, we're not going to be mad at that. All right, so I'm going to set that aside, and I'll be back to show you how we wick the candle. All right, so I have my wicks here, and these are the Eco 10 cotton core. and I have my wick stickers. So what I do is I take this part here and I peel it up, and I go for that little, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's a little dot down in the center of the jar, and I take it and I stick it in there. And then I take what I have, which is my thermometer here, and I just make sure that it's securely down in there. And I'm gonna take, my other wick out. And depending on how much wax I have left, we're gonna make a couple clamshells today as well. So same thing, we're gonna take, oh, bananas. All right, and we're gonna stick it down in there, and I'm taking the tip of my thermometer and I'm just putting it down in there. And I've started playing with Parasoy wax too, but I am still playing and still learning. This, I won't say I have mastered it, but I have made it enough times to where I'm a little bit more comfortable with it. Now I'm going to take these. I mean, you're like, what? But this is what I use to make sure that my wick is straight. I just stick the wick in this little part here to keep straight. It's not working properly for me right now. So, but when I'm trying to do a video, it doesn't want to work. Works every other time, but when I want to shoot a video. Cooperate. There we go. Ha. Okay, now I'm going to do that for the other one, and I'll be right back once we get the wax off the stove. I almost forgot. While I'm thinking about it, we're going to go ahead and turn this over, and we're just going to put our warning labels on the bottom. Make sure it sticks really nicely. And I'm going to do that to the other one, and I'm going to straighten this back out, and I'll be back. Alright, so now we are temperatured at 185. So I pulled it off the stove. So right now, because this scent kind of smells like a nice grapefruit blend, I'm going to take some of our dye chips and I'm going to attempt to make orange. So I'll put a little piece of the yellow in there. We're going to break up, oh my lord, break up some of this red. If I can do that. I did that. Alright. And I like to do this when the wax is still hot so that the wax chips can dissolve. So we're going to put a little bit of that in. We're probably going to do a little bit more red. I mean yellow. Just a little bit. Okay, maybe. There we go. Alright, you know what? That's it. We're going to hope for the best. Whatever color we come up with. And then I'm going to stir. So right now we're going to wait till it cools to 165. And then we're going to add our fragrance oil. So right now I'm just going to stir this. Hopefully we get an orange. I don't know what color I got right now. Looks like it's just going to be red. Orange is out the question. Alright guys, so I'll be right back. I'm going to stir this and I'll bring you back when we're at 165. I just wanted to come back and tell you guys, we're at 176 right now. It's still cooling, but soy wax does take a while to cool, so you have to be patient when you are making candles and soy wax. Alright, so we're going to continue to let it cool down till we get to 165, and I'm going to work on the projects that I'm working on behind me. Alright guys, I'll be back. Alright guys, it is time to add our fragrance in, so I'm just going to pour it in. And we're going to stir. And I stir for about a good 2 minutes while the wax is still very, very warm. That means the fragrance will bind really good with the wax. So we're just going to sit here and stir for a little bit. So that is what I'm doing. I'm going to stir here for about 2 to 3 minutes. I know it sounds like a lot, but you're just going to stir, make sure everything gets really, really good and incorporated in there. And then we're going to wait till this gets down to about, I believe it's 120. Yeah, 110 to 120. We're going to wait till it gets to that temperature. And then I'm going to pour the candles. And so I'll be back for that. We're just, right now, this is just stirring. That's all I'm doing. I know you don't want to see me sit here and just stir. Alright guys, so we are at the desired temperature. And I am going to pour in my jar very slowly, or try to do it very slowly. Now I'm going to pour in the, made a mess. Alright. Let me clean this up a little bit. Alright, so I wiped that up. So I do have enough to pour a clamshell. And I like to fill these all the way up. And I think we have just enough for a scent shot. So I'm going to grab a scent shot cup. Alright, I have my scent shot cup, and I was right. We had just enough for a scent shot cup. So I'm going to set this down. I'm going to let it cool, and I'm going to be back when something cools. The candles will take a lot longer to cool, but these should cool a little bit quicker. So once one of them cools, I'll be back and I'll show you when I put the glitter on. Alright, so as you can see, we're getting a little slushy on the top, and as you can see, it's cooling from the bottom, but it does take a while. So right now, this is the time I'm going to add my glitter, and I'm just going to spritz it on top. And I'm going to spritz it on there. And we're going to wait a little while longer for it to be on the candles. When this completely cools, I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like. But like I said, the candles take a lot longer to cool. And even though this video is only probably going to be 13, 14 minutes long, I've been doing this for about an hour or two. Alright guys, so this is a clamshell. It has gotten hard. This is our scent shot. And then this is our candle. It is still hardening. And once it hardens completely, we'll just trim the wick and put our label on and put the top on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.